Hey guys, it's Brittany and welcome to my new setup. I'm absolutely obsessed. Now I do have my candelabras behind me with no candles in them, but I have candles coming, so I kind of like it without it though. I think it looks really like a lot more creepier. Now, getting into this video, which I'm super excited about. Today is all about you guys. So I asked you guys to submit your own personal paranormal ghost stories to my Instagram, which is at BrittanyCrab44. So like DM me. I'm not picking in any order or anything like that. This is going to be a series on my channel, so if your story did not make it into this video, it could make it into the next one or the following one or the one after that. It's going to be an ongoing thing. I got so many amazing stories and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So if you have a story that you want to submit to me, and hopefully it will make it into my videos, which I'm trying to get like every single story, so that's why it's going to be a freaking long series, because you know, just message me on Instagram at BrittanyCrab44, and if it looks like I haven't seen it, like I haven't opened it, I haven't accepted it, it does not mean that I haven't read it yet. So just telling you guys that, letting you guys know. But anyways, let's get into this video. So I have actually read a few of them, so I kind of know which ones are happening in this video, and I'm not sure how I'm going to edit this, if I'm going to put royalty-free stock footage over it. I'm not sure, we'll just see. Now the first one, this one really stood out to me, so I'm gonna start off with this one because this gives me the heebie-jeebies, so I'm excited. You guys ready? This is like our, oh my god, why do I have my flashlight on? This is like our first collab, and yes, that is Bill Skarsgård, my husband. So viewers beware, you're in for a scare. This first story comes to us from Vanessa, and she says, "Hey Brittany, my name is Vanessa and I have a story I would like to share. I have been intrigued by the paranormal for as long as I can remember. I suppose this has to do with the fact that I have had many unusual experiences that have left me searching for answers. So much so that I came across your channel many years ago in search for people who had stories about the paranormal and maybe even answers. Before I start my story, I would just like to state that I love what you do on YouTube, and it has been so amazing to see your channel grow the way that it has. Thank you, Vanessa. You are such a beautiful soul and you shed so much light and positivity on a subject that most would find dark and dreary." True. Thank you, by the way. I am from Nicaragua. I hope I said that right. But as a kid, I moved around a lot due to my parents' jobs, so I never had the chance to grow some roots in my home country. When I was living in Abu Dhabi, I hope I said that right as well, oh my dear Lord, the opportunity to move to Nicaragua, oh my god, arose. I'm so sorry, Jesus, oh dear Lord. Agreeing that it would be a good place for me to start high school, my family and I would make the move. At this point in my life, I dabbled in most things paranormal. I found myself constantly consumed and fascinated by it. I began regularly playing with Ouija boards, which I kept a secret from my very Catholic mother. One day, right before the move, I used the Ouija board for what seemed like the 100th time. However, it would be a Ouija board session I would never forget. The planchette kept spelling out the name, Amanda. I asked if we were family, to which the reply was yes. The planchette kept gliding to the numbers 4 and 29. I asked if this so-called Amanda was a relative from my mother's side or father's side, to which the reply was mother. It was a short session that, to be frank, I did not think much about. My mom called me for dinner and I put the board away till I got to Nicaragua. My first night in Nicaragua, I had a dream about a woman with dark, deep-set eyes, short, gray wavy hair, and a teal blue dress. In the dream, she said her name was Amanda and that we had many things in common, but did not specify on what. The day after the dream, I went to my great-grandfather's office to spend time with him after not seeing him for years. As I walked into his office, I noticed a picture of the woman in my dream on his desk, Amanda. A chill ran down my spine. "You look like you've seen a ghost," he said. I asked him who the woman in the picture was, and of course, he said Amanda, which is his mother, my great-great-grandmother. He also continued to tell me that she is buried in the family mausoleum that has existed for centuries. Your dates match with hers, he told me. Apparently, in our family, every living member has a birthday and a death day that corresponds with a deceased member. For example, my birthday and the numbers that were repeated on the Ouija board, 429, was also her birthday. Her death date is 428, which means it will also be my death date. That is, unless I am the first person in my family to break this mysterious pattern. It sounds silly, but the numbers do not lie. Occasionally, Amanda shows up to say hi. My family claims she is my guardian angel. I think she just knows I'll listen. One thing is for sure. Every April 28th, I'm watching my back, and hopefully so is Amanda. Also, I did confirm that teal was her favorite color. When I first read that, I had so many chills. Thank you, by the way, Vanessa, for sharing that. And just the responses that you got from the Ouija board and how the numbers 429 is your birthday. So that's just, whoa. All right, this next story is from Lindsay. I have many ghost stories I could talk about, but one really has always stood out to me. It happened when I was about 19 and had just started recovering from a domestic violence encounter. I remember I was sleeping in a bed with my sister because I didn't want to sleep alone. All of a sudden, I woke up and looked around the room. The door was open, very slightly, letting light in from the hall. For some reason, my eyes were glued to the door. Then all of a sudden, I saw a figure enter the room. The door never moved, but the tall figure came in the room and walked to the end of the bed on the side I was on. All I did was stare at it. It never scared me, and for some reason, it made me feel calm, which is kind of weird. The figure just stared at me for a few minutes, and as quickly as it entered, it left the same way. I've always seen ghosts or have had paranormal encounters since I was young, but that was the first time I had seen something like that. I find it really interesting that the fact your eyes were glued to the door before even seeing this figure walk in, it's almost like you had a feeling or something was telling you that something was about to walk in because you couldn't take your eyes off of the door, and the figure coming around to the side of the bed that you were on. I mean, I wish stuff like that would happen to me. I mean, that's probably terrifying. I'm picturing it in my head. I wonder who it was, and the fact that you felt very calm is a good sign, of course, because if you weren't feeling calm and you were scared and stuff, then obviously it probably wouldn't be a good thing, you know? So it kind of reminds me of the Hat Man and experiences people have had with the Hat Man, because a lot of people have had very calm experiences with him, and he looks intimidating, but you stare at him and he stares at you and everything's fine. He just kind of leaves. He just likes to, he's the watcher. He just watches you. So was he wearing a hat by any chance? You didn't mention if he was wearing a hat, did you? No. But it'd be interesting. Yeah, let me know if he was wearing a hat, because I wonder if it could have been the Hat Man, or maybe it was just somebody who's a part of your entourage, I guess, or somebody who wanted to talk to you, or somebody who wanted you to know that they were there. Well, obviously they wanted you to know that they were there because they entered the room and then they left, and I guess they wanted you to see that you could see them and they could see you. So that's so interesting. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of everybody's stories. Holy crap. Like, I wish I could wake up and see a figure at the foot of my bed staring at me, you know, but it'll happen. I can't freaking wait. All right, this next story comes from Melanie. So Melanie says, I'm not sure if you'll use this on your video, but my ghost story is about my grandmother. She passed away a few years ago. I went to visit my granddad at their house and was standing in their kitchen while my granddad was in the living room. I heard clear as day my grandma calling his name. She had been dead for about a month at that point. I hadn't felt or heard anything for a while, but a month or so ago, I walked into my mom's room and I could smell how she used to smell and felt a calming presence in there. Yes, I can relate. Thank you so much, Melanie, for sending that in. When you know that scent of your grandmother, and I know exactly, I mean, I don't know her scent, but I've experienced that with my grandmother. I have her scent like follow me all the time. And as I'm going through difficult situations, or in the past when I was going through some difficult situations, that scent would come around me. If you smell her, she is around you. She's letting you know that she is with you 100%. I've noticed that's what a lot of grandparents do. They always have their scent, you know? So it's very comforting to smell her. So I'm glad that you got to experience that. And hearing your grandmother, her voice, calling your granddad's name as clear as day, that's amazing. All right, this next story comes from Debbie. And Debbie says, "Hey Brittany, I have just watched your latest video and I love it, thank you. I know you may not see this, but I wanted to share a paranormal experience of mine with you, so here it goes. About 5 years ago now, my dog named Dolly passed away, I'm sorry, and me and my family were devastated. So being that about a year after, I was just going off to sleep when I literally saw my dog run across my room. It didn't scare me, I just felt happy to have seen her." Love that. Then in connection to that story, a couple of weeks later, again, I was going off to sleep when I saw my dog again, but this time there was a little girl who was chasing her and laughing like they were playing. It made me so happy to see that. After that, I didn't really see her. So I feel that the little girl appeared to show me and tell me that my dog was in a happy place and she was safe. It made me cry a little. Aww. I don't want to get emotional. Recently, I saw my dog again, but this time, I'm gonna get emotional. Goodness. But this time I felt like I was going to trip over her, which was bizarre. Also, one last thing in connection to the little girl. Just the other day, I heard a child giggle, like a happy, playful, girly giggle. I can picture in my mind what the girl looks like, and I think she is about 5 years old, blonde hair, and for some reason the name Loretta keeps coming to me. By the way, I absolutely love the paranormal and would love to share more of my experiences with you in the future. Yes, I would love to hear them. Sorry. The fact that you picked up on the name Loretta, trust that. She definitely wants you to know her name, and I think she's definitely trying to communicate with you. And I think you're already getting the messages because you felt, you know, that she is showing you that your dog, Dolly, is at peace and she's happy on the other side. So I think that's what Loretta is showing you. I think Loretta could be one of your spirit guides, guardian angels. You should try to communicate with her more. And the fact that you heard a girly giggle, I think, is really nice. It's confirmation. You know what I mean? She wants to communicate with you from what I'm gathering from this. That's what it seems like. And it seems that you're really picking up on her energy and feeling what she wants you to know. So that's great. That's amazing. Low-key jealous. Like, I'm jealous of everybody's stories. If I heard a little girl laughing though, like, I'm not going to, I mean, I know you said it's like girly and playful and a fun laugh. Children's spirits have always creeped me out, but like in the best way possible. I'm so weird. But if I heard a little child laughing, like, it would freak me out, but I would be living, you know what I mean? So the fact that you're just like, oh yeah, just the child giggling, it's Loretta, you know, so I'm happy that you have her to confirm with you about your dog. So I love that. This story comes from Alicia. Just watched your video, and for my paranormal experience, the first time I was about 7, and I saw a tall man in oldish clothing with a black face standing at the top of my stairs, and for some reason I wasn't scared at all. You guys got balls. Everyone's like, I wasn't scared, it was cool. But I mean, like, I don't get scared either, right? So I guess we just kind of relate that way. The second time I was around 11 and it was late in the night. I went to go to the bathroom, and when I opened the door, I saw a middle-aged girl standing there. But this time I was scared and I shut the door as fast as I could. Then I opened it and she was gone. The third time, again, it was late in the night and I was going into the kitchen to get some food, and I saw another woman standing in the corner with long black hair and a dress, just standing. You're like, LMAO. I don't know if those count. Of course those count. And you love my videos. Thank you so much. I mean, those are some crazy experiences. You definitely seem to have medium abilities. I mean, the fact that you saw these 3 totally different spirits or totally different from each other, and they're just staring at you. I think they were trying to communicate with you. I mean, why else would they be standing there and wanting you to see them? You know what I mean? I definitely believe when spirits show themselves to you that they obviously want you to know that they're there, and I think they definitely want you to communicate with them. So it's interesting. I wonder who that man was at the top of the stairs. He sounds the scariest. And then the girl in the bathroom, that would freak me out. There's something so weird about bathrooms. I think bathrooms are the scariest part of anybody's home. People think basements are scary. Yeah, they are, but bathrooms, especially like a big open bathroom and a little girl is just sitting in there staring at you or something. Well, you said she was like a middle-aged girl standing there, but this time I was scared. Oh no, yeah, but this time I was scared and I shut the door as fast as I could. Yeah. That would freak me out too, but I would like whip up my camera, you know? Oh my God. And then the girl or the woman standing in your kitchen with long black hair and a dress. I just see this all in my head. That is so freaky. But thanks for sharing. Yes, I'm living for these stories, guys. Like, I love this series that I'm doing. This next paranormal story comes from Lily. Lily says, "Hi, Brittany. This is my paranormal experience, so I can hear spirits and sense when they are around." Oh my God, you guys, a lot of you guys have so many medium abilities. I'm just low-key jealous. I was about maybe 9 when this happened. It was around 11 p.m. and I was still awake. I was watching TV and then all of a sudden I felt wind, like going to another direction in the house, and I also heard someone say my name. "Lily, psst." That's when I looked over and saw a black figure across my room. I did not get any bad vibes from it, but it was very eerie. It looked to be a woman. I said, "Hello?" Nobody answered. The figure just stood there. I had a gut feeling just to go to sleep, so I did. When I was getting ready, the figure was gone. I tried to go to sleep, but it was really hard. And then I heard an old man's voice saying, "It's okay, you are safe now, go to sleep." It did not sound like my dad's voice. It sounded like a generic old grandpa voice. When that happened, I remember feeling very comfortable and comforted, and then I fell asleep. I don't know if it was a spirit or a spirit guide. It seems like a spirit guide, definitely. Definitely. There's something so creepy about the black figure. You said you didn't get any bad vibes from it though, so that's really interesting. But you said it was eerie and it looked to be a woman. But nobody answered. The figure just stood there. The fact that it said your name, like I just picture it like, "Lily, psst." I don't know, maybe a lot creepier than that, but that's so, what? But that old man voice, I definitely think that was a spirit guide or a guardian angel for sure, because they want to comfort you. They're always there for you, right? And he was trying to let you know, obviously, it's safe now, don't worry. What did he say? "It's okay, you are safe now, go to sleep." And you wanted to go to sleep. You had this feeling inside of you that you wanted to go to sleep. So he was just reassuring you like it's okay to go to sleep. Now, the final story for this video, because there will be more videos coming up, so don't worry. If your story was not mentioned in this video, it could be mentioned in the next one or the following one. I'm just really picking at random. So I'm going to end it with this one from Emma. And Emma says, "Hi, Britty44. I love how people still call me that. I still am Britty44. Like, I still am. You guys know. You can still call me that, that's fine. This is one of my weirder paranormal experiences from Gettysburg. My mom and I were on a tour of the Farnsworth House Inn, and it's a very beautiful yet creepy building. First of all, I absolutely love Gettysburg. I have a whole playlist of Gettysburg. I've been there so many times. I haven't been to this inn yet, but I have gone by it, so it's definitely on my list to stay there. I want to stay there, and I also want to stay at the Jenny Wade house. So the first part of the tour, we were in the basement. We heard knocking and tapping on the wall, and my ponytail was pulled. The first time it was pulled was when we were at the orphanage. Sorry, I'm getting so excited because I love Gettysburg. We're now walking up to the attic when things got really weird. As I'm walking up the stairs, I immediately feel dizzy and sick to my stomach. That is a major, major sign. It's a major feeling you get when the energy is just, girl, I've experienced it too. My head was pounding. Yep, and I felt fine earlier. Yep, it just hits you so freaking fast. It literally felt like a bullet. Whoa, that's interesting. Like a bullet went through my head. Maybe someone was trying to tell me how they died. That makes perfect sense. We go up to the attic and closed and locked the door. Suddenly, a few minutes later, I stood up because I felt tapping on my back and the locked door swung open. How does a locked door swing open? You can put it in your video. Thanks, Emma. You're right. How does a locked door just swing open? Oh my God. That's intense. But feeling the sickness, the head pounding, well, the fact that you felt as if a bullet went through your head, that's interesting. Maybe it was someone showing you how they died. Definitely. But definitely feeling that sickness, that is so common. And oh my God, girl. That's one of the worst things ever. Sorry, I got a text message. That's one of the worst feelings ever. And it's always so crazy how you feel completely fine that entire day. You're so happy and it just hits you. That wasn't a good snap. It just hits you so fast, like a truck. So I definitely know how you feel. And thank you guys so much for submitting your stories. There's, like I keep saying, there's gonna be more videos with more of your stories because that's not even half of them. But I'm really excited. So I'm really excited to share your stories on my channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this first video. And if you want to send me your own personal paranormal story, then make sure you DM me on Instagram, which is at BrittanyCrab44. You can also send me videos if you want of you telling the story. I have gotten some videos, I think. So I think that could be in my next. If you want to send me pictures as well to go with your story, that might be in the next one where I feature videos. And also, okay, I want to say this. I totally forgot that Instagram only lets you record 1 minute in the DMs. So I'm like, what's a better way to send me videos? If you want to send me videos, it's totally up to you, of yourself telling the story, and I can feature it. Like, it's up to you. You could always put it on YouTube, like upload it to YouTube, and you can make it unlisted if you don't want to make it public and you just want to make it unlisted, and then send me the unlisted video link to my DMs on Instagram, then you can do that. So I just want to apologize if you were trying to send me a video on Instagram and you couldn't because it only takes 1 minute. But if you have a story that's like 1 minute, then you can do that as well. I'm just trying to make this so easy for everybody. I'm trying to figure out the best way. But if you have a longer story and you want to record it and post it to YouTube, but you can also make it unlisted so nobody else sees it, and you can just send it to me, like send me the video link and I will see it. So it's up to you. Or if you want to make it public and you want me to put it in the video, and just send me the link to my Instagram, which, like I keep saying, is at BrittanyCrab44. So let me know. It's up to you. I'll be checking my DMs a lot more now so I can keep up with the stories, keep track of who I mentioned already, which stories I used, and this will continue. So I'm really excited, and I hope you enjoyed the first one, and I will see you guys in my next video. Hope you have an amazing weekend. My next video will probably be up, like, I'm trying to do my new schedule. I want to do like every 2 days. Do uploads every other day or every 2 days, something like that. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh my God, my butt is killing me. I need to get a new chair, but I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.